Hey everybody, KC here. So over the last few weeks, I've done a number of FaceTimes that really focused on the challenges that a lot of brands have to deal with, especially as they get older. I did a piece from a theater where I had seen Jimmy Buffett's Coral Reefer Band do a concert without Jimmy Buffett, who passed away 2 years ago. And I have to say, it made me wonder about the long-term implications for the billion-dollar brand that he built, where he's no longer there to sort of anchor it and give it life. Or I did a thing about the closing of Robert Redford's Sundance stores, right? I mean, Redford's one of our great movie stars of all time, I think. And yet, he's not part of the zeitgeist anymore. He's approaching 90 years old. And without him sort of driving it by people seeing his lifestyle and to some degree wanting to emulate it, well, the brand just couldn't make it anymore. Now, listen, it also could be a lot more complicated than that, right? But for brands like these, well, the magic just wasn't sustainable. And that's something that I think a lot of brands have to deal with. Now, I've also done stories over the last few weeks about the newest Wegmans that opened up not too far from me here in Connecticut, and the newest Dorothy Lane Market, an amazing Dorothy Lane Market just outside Cincinnati. Now, the thing about Wegmans and Dorothy Lane Market is they're incredibly strong brands, it seems to me, that are family-owned, and those families are relentlessly focused on making sure that the magic is sustainable, that the brand is going to continue to be strong no matter what happens over time. And the thing is, and I've said this a lot, many supermarkets, if you were just kind of plopped down in the middle of them, you'd have no idea what supermarket you were in. It could be any one of a number of brand names, right? Because their brands are basically indistinguishable from each other. The shelves look the same, the cases look the same, even the fresh food often very much looks the same. Maybe their prices are a little bit different, but not even all that different, right? They're just nothing about them that's so differentiated that, that many people will say, oh, that is a Dorothy Lane Market, or a Wegmans, or a Stu Leonard's, or a Lunds and Byerly's, or you pick any of the great brand names out there. There are so many supermarkets that don't have a specific brand image carved out in that way, which, by the way, is one of the reasons a lot of people are willing to shop for groceries online, and more people want to shop for groceries online every day. Because quite frankly, there's nothing about the store experience that makes people want to go have it, right? Oh, I'll just do it online. It takes something that's not all that great, not all that special. It just takes it off my plate. It seems to me that every retailer, when considering its brand, needs to make addressing this situation job one. You have to look at your stores and say, how are we going to make sure it is so differentiated and so specific and so reflective of a personality that people, first of all, they can always tell the difference between your store and somebody else's store, and they want to go to you rather than going to another store or going to shop online. That's what every retail brand, I think, has to do. Every day, they have to think to themselves, brand, 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 brand. It's job one, and it never, ever stops. Anyway, that's what's on my mind. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.